chunk a deuce, or you can give me that. You can play it cool like you don't know how to act. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can stay broke, or you can make it stack. You can chunk a deuce, or you can give me that. You can play it cool like you don't know how to act.
What's up, Sid?
Hey, what up, boy? What's up, boy? Yeah.
Hey, so I don't know what's going on with Grimm, man. I can't get Grimm in here.
Hey, hey, Sid rhyme with Grimm.
What's up, Sid?
You know what I'm talking about?
Man, you gotta turn that thing down. You're getting a delay.
All right, yeah, I just did.
Hey, check
What's
it
up?
out, man. For all y'all that don't know right now, this is my boy, the Damn Sin. He is a B735 member, and his album is coming out pretty soon. If you don't know, he comes out with something almost every week. He's one of the hardest working rappers I've ever known. What you up to, man?
I appreciate that, man. I was just outside your house.
Oh, you were the one that was dropping off this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, man. But you know I'm quarantined out, man. I ain't really letting nobody come in my house right now.
I feel you. But I'm in your house now. But I'm in there now.
you in here now. You definitely.
What's up, boy? What's up, world? What's up, world? What's going on, Shadow?
Man, we just chilling, man. I'm trying to get this thing for some reason.
Shadow.
Yo.
Red or green? Red or green?
Man, I'm a green, bro. That's.
Hey, cause I was about to. Cause you was gonna say red. I was about to just exit, click out, click. I'm gone.
It ain't even about that, man. To me, man, I like green salsa. You know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah.
I don't.
And them chicken tacos. And them chicken tacos, huh?
Oh yeah, gotta have it. I like chicken tacos rather than I like beef. That's another question I'm gonna start asking: chicken or beef?
Chicken or beef, depending, right? Chicken.
Yeah.
Off the rip. What's up? Hey, Shadow.
Yo.
Quick question.
Yo.
Top 3 beats you made.
The top 3 beats. The first beat, Follow My Lead. The second beat, Warriors. And then the third beat, Hot So Hot, because that one made me the most money. No, you know what? You know what? I'll take it back. Weed Hand made me the most money with Baby Bash.
Oh, so, I believe it. Okay, look, another one. I got one for your ass.
All right.
The White Album or No Rest for the Real?
The White Album, easy, man.
Oh, goddamn right.
I'm not a fan of the, and I've told this to a lot of people, I'm not a fan of the No Rest for the Real album. I just felt like it was, that was somebody else's creation. And you know, the only song that I like well, there's a couple of songs, but the one song I like the most on The Rest of the Real is Call It What You Want.
Call it what you want. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was live as hell. What's up? You ready? You ready or what?
Now, ready for what?
You ready for another one?
For another question?
Yeah.
Hey, let me get. I'll do one more question, and I gotta get Carolyn in here. What's going on?
All right, cool. Shadow. You got 2 sessions. You're both. You got to pick your 2 sessions that you like the most.
All right. What sessions? Oh, like as far as
songs. You done.
Do they have to be my songs?
Your songs.
Oh, my songs. Follow My Lead was one of my favorite sessions, and Warriors because the way it happened, it just that was just a crazy session. Follow My Lead because
R.I.P. DC on Warriors.
R.I.P. DC.
Okay, so you say that's those 2. So now you gotta throw one away.
That's tough.
You gotta throw one away. You gotta throw it in the gutter and go buy another.
I can't
You
throw
got to.
one away. If I had to throw one away, I'd rather keep Warriors memory. The Warriors memory is the shit. You know what I'm saying? That was like the coolest session I ever was a part of. You know what I mean? Just because it had so many people on it.
Hey,
it had Carlos
you see that
on
mask?
it.
You see that mask though, right, boy?
Yeah, I see that mask. 5735. Man, I appreciate you coming in, Sin. I'm gonna get Carolyn in here, but I appreciate you chiming in. It lets me know that something's wrong with Grimm's thing. It's no big deal, man.
Hey, Grimm called me. Hey, I just got the text. I just got the text from Grimm. He said, "Go ahead and fill in for him." He said he ain't tripping.
All right,
he said he having
back in. If you stay in, I'm gonna pull you back in after.
Pull it back in.
All right, I'm gonna pull you back in after Carolyn.
That boy Monster, all you can't. He don't got the light on right there.
Monster, I can't see.
Yeah, Monster.
I'll pull y'all in. I'll get y'all in a minute.
All right. Hey. Yabba dabba.
Yabba dabba. They're always messing with me by my feet. Carolyn, what's going on, Carolyn? Let's get you in here. I'm going to pull Carolyn in, and we're going to get her live. We're going to get right to the interview. This one is the Grimm and Shadow Show. We're doing it live. We're doing it. Keep it subscribed right here on Saturday night, 9 p.m., man. Man, I appreciate y'all coming in, and I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all keep it real. Perfect Choice Barbecues, where you want to get your barbecue. If you have a jewelry you want, you go to Mello at Mello the Jeweler. If you want your t-shirts done, go to 77 Canal Street. And I do also have my boy Rusty at 713 Inc. right there on Canal Street, which is kind of weird that they are both off Canal Street. There we go. Yay!
Yay! Woo!
All right. SPM Tunes, he helped us out a little bit. How you doing?
Can I do sideways like this? Because it's so much more comfortable than holding the phone. Is that okay? Or am I doing sideways?
You're kind of like okay. This, though.
All right.
There she is, Carolyn Rodriguez Coy. How have you been?
I've been great.
You've been great.
Yeah.
Man, so last time we talked, you were basically, you are my liaison, so, now, but you've always been for Carlos lately. So Carlos has been, doing well, doing fine the last time that I talked to him. Mm-hmm. And but before we go into that, I really wanted to just let everybody know that this is Carolyn Coy. This is Carolyn Rodriguez Coy. She's been a Dope House soldier since, I guess I met you back in 99? 2001. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, okay. But I know it's way back in the days, and people sometimes they'll, when did Carolyn, come to the Dope House? How long has she been there? And I'm like, I've known Carolyn since the beginning, and yeah. Really, I knew you as working in the office, but you said that you had worked with Carlos, SPM before that. So tell us a little bit of how you got started at the Dope House, if you don't mind.
Well, yeah, because I didn't start in the office after 4 years. I think I started in 2005.
Right.
Before that, I met everybody, and I was just school at Sam Houston University.
Right.
I was going to college there, and I had already been doing shows in Houston, like for my talent shows and stuff. I would win. I started winning money. I actually put together an album because I've always written songs and stuff like that. So I wanted to work, and I had a song to go. And as a matter of fact, the crazy thing, and this is a coincidence, is the song that I wanted to record, I actually wrote it with Baker Beat. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wrote that beat. That was I needed support. I was looking for studio time, so I was on the 96.9 chat room. And guy hit me up and said, "Hey, I have $100. That's all I got. I got you $200. $100 2 hours. That's all. Take me. Gave me the address and that guy was off. And so Rob was part of DFO. That was
right
near there. And I ended up in
right.
Fun, and I remember recording, and I remember Payne being like, "Wow, you can actually fucking sing! Like you can actually sing, and you can write! Like wow!" He was like, "How about keep coming back? and you do stuff for us and do some hooks and stuff like that. And I'll cover your studio time. Like, sure, hell yeah. So I kind of kept going up there, and finally ended up getting a record with Juan. He got signed with Warner. That was the first record I ever did that got on a dope house, really Juan Gotti's album, Ghetto.
Right.
And then after that's when they realized, oh, she's got a degree in accounting, and being in the office, I was supposed to help out like the publishing.
See, that's when because I was coming back and forth at that time. Payne had taken over the studio, and I was going and working at Shut 'Em Down and some other places. At 2001, I've always worked with different records. You were actually Juan Gotti album, and I know Rob introduced you. Rob is from DFO,
yeah.
And I was part of DFO, Dark Force Organization, yeah. And I was doing that with Payne. And then Rob brought you over there. You did a couple of songs. But when I got there, you were working on Juan Gotti's album. But you were also working, as an accountant, inside the office. So I was like, she's doing both. I said, oh, no shit. Okay, cool. So then my brother and I started.
I was fired after the office.
Right.
I realized that I was about to go to the studio with Payne, working with him. I actually started working with Carlos. It was like 2004. I was like late 2004. Then I got the job in the office. Then in 2005, I got fired from the office, and he was like, just start helping Payne, so we can put these albums together and work that. And from there,
but see, my brother and I were working on the Brown Recluse, and you were around then. Yeah. And that's when I saw you mostly. It was when I was there working on the Brown Recluse. And then I started. Then Carlos got locked up. Blah blah blah.
What's up?
And
okay.
And I started messing with When Devils Strike. And we were doing that at the Heights. We were doing it at Tootie's house in the Heights.
Right.
And that's where you and I actually started bonding.
Yeah.
Because we were working closer together. Because I think you were typing out all the lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, you were there when we initially started working on what hasn't came out yet, which may come out, I think, on Carlos's birthday. I don't know what the drop date is. I don't want to say that because I don't know. But I think it's gonna be the County Boys Telephone Road. Yeah. I would, if he can put it out October 5th, his birthday, I would be ecstatic because we worked on that back in 2006 and 7 when that started. If I'm not mistaken.
So I was like so young and such like full of pounds of weed then, like crazy. Like I don't know. It was just an experience that I can't really replicate that experience. Like you can't really describe that kind of experience, but really have like as for how we became friends. Working on that is how me and you got close together every single day.
Well,
8, 10 to 12 hours a day. Not just.
Oh no. We were working like a real job, 8, 9 hours a day, doing several songs, several different projects. We were doing it big. But I remember also you were my connect. Like you were actually the medicine girl, and I would buy my weed from you.
Yeah.
Like that, you know what I mean? I was like, where's Carolyn at? You know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, so you got that, you always had that bomb. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how I met you. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, oh, okay, she's got the bomb and everything. Well, what is she? Is she a rapper, singer, dope dealer, accountant? That's crazy.
What up, Tex?
That's crazy. What's up, Infamous? Also, I wanted to ask you, because you've been around as well, and I always ask everybody that's come on the show, if you have any Washington Courtyard stories.
The only one I can really out of my mind is fighting with some chick, and she was like screaming. I kicked her out. She was like
Filetto and his girlfriend.
Huh?
Yeah.
She
Filetto.
was upstairs, and he was at the top of this, out the window or something like that. And I remember coming over there and like, what the fuck? The stiletto had the chicks, dude. I was like, oh my god. Like, I don't think there was ever one chick of Filetos at that time that I met that wasn't crazy out of there. Like, Filetos.
Right.
And I was like, oh shit. Like, so yeah, I remember. I don't know if he was throwing stuff at her. She was throwing some shit at each other. All I remember was crazy chicken Filetos. So that's one of my stories there.
Grimm just said right now he can't get on, but he wants to get a safety meeting, so he's gonna do a safety.
Of course, you know we have to.
You know we gotta get a safe. You gotta get that safety meeting in.
Yeah. But yeah, I was.
Oh, that was another thing. The Azteca days. We used to go to the Aztecas.
Yeah.
And that was another thing that people do ask, you know what I'm saying? What's up with Aztecas? What is Aztecas? The Aztecas used to be this cantina that me and my wife used to frequent, and we used to take everybody from the dope house over there, and we had our own little bar upstairs, remember?
Yeah.
We would wild out, do freestyle sessions and stuff. The DJs would put on the music and stuff, like a little club upstairs.
We were we were just stars, you know, like we had our own area and everything because we were there.
Yeah.
But I just remember like I would feel like the oddball out or the third wheel because like it was always like Kathy or like Grimm and his girl, somebody and me. But I didn't really care. Like, I mean, it was cool because I loved hanging out with Kathy. I was loved hanging out with you guys. So, I mean, no, it was just like the thing for us to do. And it's crazy because you think like, shit, they're around each other. Go fucking hang out after work, really? Like, so we did.
Yeah, no. We used to have a blast. And that's what it was. We would actually go to work at the studio like a 9 to 5. And then people would freak out, but we would want to get away from the studio.
Yeah.
Well, people wanted to be at the studio, and we were like, no, we want to get away from here. And so we found, a place where we can go, and Aztecas was one of those places. Either that or the Courtyards, or we would go to your house when you used to live over right there in First Ward.
Yeah.
And we used to go and hang out.
Old house. Talk about the oldest house in the whole First Ward. I probably lived in the oldest house was in First Ward. Yeah. Right there by the house. You used to come over. I remember you used to come over and barbecue. You and Pam. Remember?
Yeah. We used to go over there all the time. Yeah, I do remember that. And you had a beautiful porch. It was like a wraparound porch, and we would just hang out and just it would be peaceful nights in Houston, and it was just a quiet neighborhood. It was First Ward. And it's kind of old houses, like the original house was built in Houston. I remember your rent was kind of high. You were like, man, for this little place, I said, but it's a historical, ward, so you.
Because I didn't have money, I was struggling for real. Like, I mean, having to sell weed to survive or whatever. So I remember that. I don't even think my rent is that high. Like nowadays, I'd be like, what? That ain't rent. Like that's a
yeah.
But it's really high for me to pay rent.
The cool thing about it is that it was like 7 blocks, maybe 5 blocks away from Dope House. It was a straight shot.
You could walk.
It was like 5 blocks down and 1 block over. I got a question for you. My boy Sin, that damn Sin, he loves asking us questions. Like before you come on, he'll stop and ask me questions. He wanted me to ask you, what 5 songs would you have wanted to do the hooks for? It could be any song, any classic song out of Houston.
Any song from right?
Yeah.
That, songs keep popping, tops keep dropping.
Okay, drunk.
That one for sure. What was another one? Damn. I mean, that's like the first one that comes to my head,
Yeah, Tops Drop. That was one of the songs he asked me which ones I would produce. I would say that was one of the songs I would have loved to have produced. Tops Drop. That's a good one.
I was at the bar one night. That's when I saw her tight. But I'm a girl, but that was one of the songs. What else? There's like so many.
All right, give me one more. At least one more.
One more. Oh shit. Probably something with zero.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, probably the "I Hate You" song.
Oh shit, I hate you.
I hate you, bitch. I hate you, bitch. Yeah.
What is your favorite hook that you've ever done?
Ever.
Oh, Infamous Text says, what about the bar baby? The bar baby.
Yeah.
The bar baby. No,
yeah, that would have been dope. I would say one of my favorite hooks, which you're on the song. You're on that song, is Strapped and Deadly. That is honestly one of my favorite hooks.
Yeah.
Niggas in my
Yeah.
be strapped and deadly.
Deadly.
But they should get damn the MC. Hide Coca-Cola in a can.
In a can of Pepsi.
But the motherfuckers just can't impress me. Yeah, that one is
Man. You know, hey, a lot of people do say they're like, man, I didn't know you were on that song. But a lot of people don't know this, and I don't have a problem saying it, but Carlos wrote that verse for me. And he was hell to work with. He was hell to work with because when he writes something for you, he wants you to do it exactly the way he wants you to do it.
Yes. Y'all have no clue.
You have no clue. So I don't mind being on that song, but that was one of the hardest songs I ever had to do because if you wanted me to rap, no, Shadow, it goes like this. If you can't do it like this, then I don't want you on the song. He made me go through it about 15, 20 times. You know what I'm saying? So,
Robulous.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. You talk to Carlos pretty much every day.
Yeah.
And so if I can ask you, how's he doing? And how's he coping with the COVID-19?
So luckily, his area, because he's in SEG, no cases are in there, so he's actually able to talk on the phone, whereas other wings or dorms in his unit are not allowed to talk on the phone because they are on complete lockdown because they have got COVID in there. So on one side, I would say he's very lucky to be in segregation because you can actually socially distance that way, whereas in the general population, you cannot socially distance. So he's allowed to talk on the phone, which has been good. However, since I would say March, he was on lockdown more times than he wasn't on lockdown from March to the end of June. So about half that time period, I could not speak to him.
Wow. Even
though they had no cases in his area, if a guard caught a case, that unit has to go on lockdown for 14 days. So if anybody catches a case in there, just one case, it is a 14-day medical lockdown from the date of the last positive case. So when they did mass testing in units, which was about, I want to say a month ago maybe now, they did mass testing in all units. They found about 60 cases in that unit.
Holy shit.
And they locked everybody down, but since none of them were in SEG, he was actually allowed to get on the phone and talk for 5 minutes. They'd give him a 5-minute call. Now, before the COVID started, I did not hear about the prisons moving inmates and guards around. But once the COVID started, I noticed that they were moving guards, having them work at other units, and moving prisoners in and out of different units, especially bringing prisoners in from highly infected units to his unit, which had no cases at the time.
What?
And in my opinion, I feel like that was done on purpose, because why in the hell would you move around anybody, guards or inmates, from infected units and move them and have them come work at infected units, or vice versa, have the inmates come in from infected units? Because that's exactly how the virus was spread. You know,
Right.
either the guards are going to bring them in or inmates that they move from other units.
Right.
Now, at this point, COVID has really infected the prisons so badly in Texas. And if you don't know, most of the units in Texas do not have air conditioning. The state prisons
Right.
do not have air conditioning. It's extremely hot for us out here. It's 100 degrees every damn day. The
Yeah.
heat index is over 100. You can only imagine with no AC how it is inside there, and they can't go outside or anything either to get any sun,
Wow.
to get some vitamin D. They're barely getting hot meals when they're on lockdown because they're not supposed to have hot meals on lockdown. They're supposed to have these things called Johnny Sacks, which are like paper
Wow.
bags with like a peanut butter sandwich,
Right,
like
right.
an apple. That's not nutrition, you know, if you're getting that every day. And so
And
it's
months at a
sad.
time.
It's true what they're saying about COVID being worse in the prisons and the nursing homes because you cannot social distance there. You've got 4 people to a cell, and from what I heard, when people did catch the case, they're supposed to leave in quarantine for 14 days, right?
Right.
According to what I've heard, from people, they would leave in quarantine for like maybe 3 days and then bring them right back. So I mean,
Wow.
it's
It's tough. So it's
impossible.
tough.
Yeah.
So you're I mean, and you're giving us a perspective because you're going through this with Carlos. I'm sure there's you know, thousands of other females or males going through the same thing with their loved ones who are locked up in these Texas or these prisons across the nation.
Yeah.
And we don't think about that. Like we're out here, we're social distance, we're at grocery stores and we're out, you know, bars and clubs and wherever you're at, and we're trying to do the best we can to stop and think about what Carlos is going through and what you're going through, because you as his wife, you know, I'm sure there are times where you can't talk to him because he's on lockdown. Is he able to get on the phone now? You know,
Yeah.
like how's that
Right
been?
now.
And that's been,
We don't know.
Are
how
you able
long,
to
but they
visit
did
him?
mass testing again this week. They did it again. So once they get those results back from the unit, I'm almost positive they're going to go on lockdown again.
wow.
Especially seeing as how we are breaking records in Texas and in Houston alone. But the worst part is just the fact that they had shut down visitation in February. And I haven't seen him in a really
You
long
haven't seen
time.
him. That's what I'm saying. You haven't had any visitation at all. It's all usually been over the phone, and that's even been regulated.
Yeah, I can't see him. There's no visitation. There's no date of when visitation is going to be restored.
That's tough.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's tough. I mean,
It is tough.
I can just imagine you and Carlos have gone through a lot, you know. And I know he misses you, and you miss him. And I know that he's still working, because obviously I talked to him with you. Well, he called me, and you told me that he wanted to talk to me about doing some beats or something, you know, for some reason. And I was like, some other projects, and I was like, cool, whatever. And I correspond with him on JPEG. You know, we correspond through the mail. So I was just kind of curious as to see how you and him are doing, and how y'all are holding up, especially through this COVID. You brought it to my attention last time we talked, and I thought that was interesting that you brought that up, because I hadn't even thought about it, you know?
yeah, and like, you know, we just don't know how long this is going to last. You know, imagine how we're feeling out here in the free world, and we're not really free. I mean, we're kind of forced to wear masks and social distance. And Texas is probably going to shut down again because it is super bad here. So, I mean, just think about that in there. It was already
Right.
bad before. Now, you know, but he's never connected. He's always really positive. He's always talking about how great he's doing. He doesn't ever want anybody to like feel bad for him, or, you know, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like people feeling sorry for him at all. In respect. So he's always, oh yeah, I'm doing so great. But I know at the end of the day, you know, the situation in there is way worse than it is out here for us. So it's just take whatever we're going through and magnify that time with no air conditioning. I mean,
Wow.
no,
That's crazy.
And no air conditioning. You're very
Because
limited.
when
I can't
I
buy
talked
water.
to him,
You know, Ecom is closed. Ecom is where I will usually get him watered for the summertime when he's really hot. He wants waters, and I usually get him like as many waters as I can, like all the time. And Ecom's been shut down for months. I can't get him water over there. So
wow, that sucks. So you're not able to do the thing. Let me ask you this: is he up for parole? Like, do you know what's going on with him and his case? Like, as far as like, everybody's saying he's up for parole to 2024. Is that true? Is that public information? Okay.
Yeah, it's public information because count 22 and a half years from the day he was sentenced in 2002. That's half of his sentence. So he's eligible after half of his sentence, which is 2024. Mm-hmm.
So he's eligible for 2024. Now, you talk to him, and how positive or how confident does he feel like he may get out in 2024? Are we? Because a lot of people are getting excited, to be honest with you. I mean, a lot of people are asking me, how is it going to be when he gets out? Is he going to be able to do shows? And also, it's going to be another tidal wave. And
yeah.
I mean, what is? You talk to him. What is he? Does he talk about that, or does he not? Just I know Carlos.
Yeah.
He doesn't tend to talk about it.
He does. I mean, we talk about it. You know, we talk about it sometimes. We talk about, like, at first he was trying to say he wasn't going to do shows. Then he tried to say, I'm just going to do one show in Houston and that's it. And then finally got him to admit that we're probably going to do a tour, you know? So, and I'm getting a tour bus also. And one of my things about the tour bus was like, well, babe, I don't want to keep it forever. Like, I don't want to, you know, I just want to have it for a few years. And he's like, well, it won't matter because when I get out, we'll tour in it. And I was like, oh yeah, that's true. So
yeah. Speaking about the tour bus, you and I were talking. So you're gonna have, are you gonna have a show like a? Because I think you were telling me something about doing something for YouTube, or so the fans could see you, and you got this thing going on. Carlos will be calling you and stuff like that. I mean, it'll be pretty interesting to see what kind of tour that comes up to be.
Yeah, me and Athena, my manager, and Smitty, who is my boy, my road dog, also going to be a driver, and also the videographer. He's a videographer too, and he's an artist. The three of us are going to be on the road, selling merchandise, popping up in cities, different cities all over the U.S. We're going to start in northern Texas and Colorado and work our way around in like a U-shape, go up and then go down through California, then come back around. So by the time we get to Texas, it won't be summer anymore. It won't be so hot. And, you know, even though this COVID thing is going on, people still need, you know, human connections.
Right.
They still need to be able to buy merchandise and meet an artist and meet their artists. And we're going to have Juan Gotti probably on there tattooing, but I definitely wanted to document the whole thing and make like a documentary because nobody has really done that as far as like being on the road during a pandemic. So we're basically going to pioneer something really new, which is getting out there in a pandemic. Of course, we're going to have protocols in place. You know, people's got to wear masks. You know, we're going to be social distancing. We're not going to just have groups and groups of people like that. We're going to make sure that we do like a couple at a time or whatever. So it'll be per, you know, according to safe protocols. We're going to keep it safe. But at the same time, we're not going to deny fans, you know, their chance to meet up. And, you know, maybe I'll throw like an impromptu concert on top of the bus or something. You know, you never know. I mean, it's going to be a lot going on. We're going to have all kinds of stuff going on, but we want to document it. We want people to see what it's really like because for years and years and years, you know, I've been doing this just in my little car or in a little car, or I meet up with fans on the side of the road on the highway when I'd be driving, or me and Juan Gotti would be making a long ass trip from like Houston to Colorado or Denver to LA, or we're everywhere. And we used to do that with fans. And I thought, well, if I can do that in my car, why not have a livable bus where we can just be there and we can actually post up in people's cities where they want to see us, but we haven't been booked by promoters. You know, when are you coming here? When are you coming here? When are you coming here? Now we can say, yes, we will be coming there to your city.
People are already hitting you up. They're asking, are you going to Seattle? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to, you know,
definitely.
You got love from Dallas.
We are coming to Bakersfield. We are coming to
Bakersfield. Okay.
We're going to
cool.
We're going to Denver.
Yeah, they're asking right now.
Yeah, we're going to Phoenix.
Badass.
We're going to Chicago, which I've been dying to go to Chicago. I know that a lot of fans are out there, and I was on tour with Quinto Sola and Miss Crazy before this, and our next shows were supposed to be in Chicago, Detroit, Dallas, and I'm definitely hitting those markets. Definitely.
Right.
So you guys are going to see me. We got cameras for the bus. We already have cameras for the inside of the bus. We're going to have Smitty with his camera. So, I mean, we're going to have everything. Everything's going to be filmed, basically. Everything. I mean, unless you're taking a shit. That's the only time you're not going to be filmed. Taking a shit. And who knows?
And who knows?
I
Hey,
like
you
it.
taking Juan Gotti, anything can happen. You're taking Juan Gotti with
Juan
you.
Gotti,
Anything can happen.
That's another guy I've been through everything with. He was the first person to take me on tour. He was the person that took me on the road and started me on the road. So definitely, Gotti's gonna be on there tattooing. We're gonna have all kinds of shit going on, not just in the bathroom.
I already know.
Yeah.
I already know. Hey, I want to start something new with you. I needed to start doing this with all the other people I've had on, but I'm gonna start this with you. You're gonna be my inaugural, and what I want to do is I want to ask you some questions. Basically, this or that type questions to get a feel of.
Studio set up, by the way. We will have the studio on the bus, Mr. Darkside.
Oh yeah, Mr. Darkside. Always gotta have a studio. Always gotta have a studio.
All right, go ahead with your questions.
All right, so my first question is just gonna be like, okay, they're random questions, but are you red or green?
Okay, so this is gonna be a complex answer here. Whatever is less fecal, because I cannot do spicy. Me and Juan Gotti are like this. We cannot handle spicy foods. It's
okay.
So, but green.
So
usually it's green because it's like the tomatillo, the mild, and I really like that. And I like anything that has a lot of cilantro in it. So green, probably green. But if we go to New Mexico, I don't fuck with that green chili. I love y'all. I love New Mexico. Yeah, I'm fucking with that green chili.
That's just hot. That's just hot.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna say that whichever one's not so picante, but green is your first choice.
Yes.
To head out, okay. And if people don't know what red or green is, then you go ahead and get off this show right now. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know what red or green is,
you know what? It really depends on what state you're in. Which one is spicier? Honestly.
Yeah. I've always been green salsa. You know, that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, all right, second question. Now, this one's kind of weird because I know, or you've told me that you're vegan.
Yes.
But maybe before you were vegan, let me ask you this. Is it beef or chicken tacos?
Ooh, when it came to tacos, I liked beef tacos better. Yeah. Beef. It was beef.
All right. All right. And are you? Would you rather have a piece of cake, or would you rather have a piece of pie?
Cake. Love cake. Buttercream icing is my weakness. Ugh, I love buttercream icing.
Buttercream icing. Okay. All right. That's cool.
I'll eat the icing and not the cake.
That's it. So, what kind of cake do you prefer? Chocolate, vanilla, yellow?
I like strawberry.
Okay. All right.
With
so
vanilla buttercream icing.
With vanilla buttercream icing. So y'all know now. Whenever she has a birthday, you know what to get her. She wants a strawberry with buttercream.
And yes, I did make a track with somebody from Culver City.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was that guy.
Oh, okay. Made a track with OG Sponto from Culver City. Man, I love that you bust a shout out to everybody. You're one of the few people that they read, you know, who they are, and we love talking to our people because we have a few people there. We want more regulars in here, but we see you regulars in here, and you know, so I just love the fact that you do that.
We got everywhere in the house right now. And
ASAP, Izzy, Dallas, Texas, stand up. You know what I'm saying? My brother's in Dallas right now. Let's see where we at right now time wise. So it's 9:53, and I guess
Grimm's place on the show.
Nah, that's perfect. Grimm said that his camera is messing up for some reason.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get in, but he's in the thing talking to everybody.
Shout out to Money
So
Raiders,
listening from
Texas.
Florida.
I see y'all in
Miss
Florida,
Geek, baby.
Florida, man. Man, I miss going out there. We were in Tampa and Orlando last year, so I love Florida, man.
Look, 256 Alabama. Do you have any new music dropping?
Yes.
Do you have any? Okay.
Yes, I do. I actually have. So next weekend, I have a collab before the music, I have a collab dropping with Urban Flower Company. Part of the video for my new song called Real As They Come. And it's just me, no features, just me on the song. My boy out of 830 made the beat. So yeah, Jimenez Beats, he made the beat, and we got a nice single coming out. I also have a new single with OG Dominator out of the West Coast called Tonight. We remade in Spanish the Georgie Porgy song. So we have I have a few things coming out, but Real As They Come should be the next single.
That's dope. That's dope. So you got the tour bus coming. You got some new music coming. I mean, you stay working. I watch you, and people that don't know, follow Carolyn on at Carolyn Rodriguez, and she's got her own, she's got her own thing going. You know what I'm saying?
The Baby
and
Boy Slim, that's my boy out there too. I got a track dropping with him too soon. Baby Boy Slim, shout out to my boy.
See, there it is. And that's the crazy thing. Like, we don't have very much. We got 5 minutes, but look. I wanted to mention to everybody that you did start off here at the Dope House.
Oh God, yeah.
But you went out to California, like you left us and what was that like? And what was all that about? Why did you go to California? And why? And I know you hooked up with Pocos Pero Locos with Kool-Aid and
yeah, and
so
you know what? A lot of people don't know this one either, but Juan Gotti is the person who took me out there, and we were working on our album together called Dope La Familia. And so we were working on that at the time, and we were in Colorado working on tracks out there. Like, me and Gotti did a lot of stuff on the road for our album. And so he told me, we had a single called, what was the single called? I can't remember. Gangsta Girl with, oh my gosh, from NB Riders. Not MC Magic.
Oh, MC Magic and Zigzag. Zigzag.
Yeah, Zigzag. I'm so sorry, Zigzag. I apologize. Okay, so we had a track with Zigzag called Gangsta Girl, and it was a real radio type single, and Gotti said, man, we need to get this to Pocos Pero Locos, see? Let's drive out there. So we drove from Denver to LA, gave them the single, and E-Dub was like, hey, while you're out here, let's do some music. Let's do some tracks. They knew me from Carlos. They knew me from Carlos, but they didn't know me from anything else. So me and Gotti put down a couple songs, and E-Dub was like, I didn't know you could write. I didn't know you really did all this stuff. And so it kind of grew from there, and I was like, well, let's do more. And I decided to sign with them an album, and I just kept going back out there to work on music. And everybody was like, Carolyn, you belong out here. Like, you need to come out here and just move out here. And at the time, I was like, you know what? I'm not really making any more moves out here in Texas. Like, I can only kind of get so far. And I just felt like I was, kind of stuck. And I thought, I really need to change my life around. Like, I need to just make the move and just do it. I just need to leave. I have nothing to lose. So I packed up all my shit in a U-Haul, and I moved out there to LA, and I planned on staying out there for like 6 months. That was my thing. If it doesn't work out in 6 months, I'll come back. And it turned into 5-6 years. I mean, it just, like, everything kind of blossomed for me out there. Started working with, like, Chino Grande and Miss Crazy.
Oh, shit. It's telling me I only got 35 more seconds. Man, this went by quick.
It did.
Man, I love you so much, Carolyn. My wife loves you. We appreciate everything. I wish I could make it longer, but go ahead and take us out. 10 seconds.
All right. Thank you for tuning in with me and Shadow. Carolyn Rodriguez on Instagram. Carolyn Rodriguez all across the board. Much love to y'all. Look out for Telephone Road.